Hello everybody, welcome back to Sprueverse, my scale model universe, people of Earth. Welcome to a unboxing video, which is completely out of sorts for me. I don't do them. I don't believe in them. I don't like them. Once in a while I like them. But, you know, I understand the mechanics behind unboxings. I understand why people like unboxings. It's just a personal thing. So what can I tell you? I'm just weird that way. However, once in a while, when I get something that I'm really excited about, I'll do an unboxing, be a complete hypocrite, and carry on. So here we are. Okay, a little bit of a backstory. 2 years ago, I was looking for some studio scale models to build in the Star Wars universe. Well, I like it in Star Trek as well. I'm building my 1650 now. But this was it was a little bit of a quest because I was into larger scales. I wanted to do things that were a little different. And I came across a company called Merlin. And I found that they were offering a few different models. And I chose the ATST. Some people call it the Chicken Walker from Empire Strikes Back. I liked the mechanics of how they were approaching their design work. I thought they were very skilled, and I thought, why not? Let me give this a go. Now, one of the things I didn't do was read the fine print. And what I didn't understand was that they take your money up front, and they hold your money until they get enough orders to actually get this thing made. So, yes, they had a prototype, but they didn't have enough money to go overseas, I guess, and get it made. So they were taking everybody's money up front. Now, for me personally, as a business decision, I think that's very bad because ultimately it can be a little bit of a Ponzi scheme if you're not careful. If after 2 years of holding your money, you don't get anything, you're out. Can be thousands of dollars, and they've got none of the risk because it was all on you. I don't think that's a good way to conduct business. I think you need to go get yourself a credit line. You can take orders. You can take $100 from someone to hold the order. But I think until you're ready to actually ship something, you shouldn't be charging anybody anything. Now, these, I believe, are relatively good guys. I don't think their intentions are not dishonorable. But I just think from a business perspective. So a word to the wise. I'm telling you where I got this model. I'm showing you the results. I have not unboxed this yet. I've been waiting for this for 2 years. But I'm already, I have to be honest, impressed with the way it was shipped to me. Just the outside packaging. It came in another box that was very well padded with anti-crush corners on the brown box, on the cardboard box. Very well labeled, and with fragile written all over it. And obviously it came from China. So I have to say that so far, thumbs up. But again, I want to give you the good with the bad and just caution you that if you do go looking for something on the Merlin website, and these models are not cheap, guys. Yes, they can offer you a payment plan, and yes, you can, or you can just pay one lump sum. But word to the wise, caution, caution, caution. You might not see something for several years. And, as good as these guys are, the only thing they can really do at that point is just make more promises and tell you, oh, it's coming in August, and oh, it doesn't come in August, it comes in September. Oh, it doesn't come in September, it's going to come in October. And the reason why, obviously, is because they're at the mercy of whoever is actually mass producing this for them and then shipping it, and that's overseas. And if you don't have huge amount of orders or a good working relationship with these overseas distributors and producers, you could run into a little bit of trouble, and I think that's what happened here. But anyway, enough said. Here's the box. Look at this. This is a studio scale ATST from Empire Strikes Back. The top of the box has this wonderful logo on it. Here, I'll show you that overhead. So beautifully done with this very nice imprinted box. So that's the first thing you see. When you open the box, this is what you're greeted with. Now, I thought this was very impressive. Look at this, straps. And then a couple of cards. They're not cards, they're actually, I believe, well, they are plastic, I think. One is a first edition, sort of to let you know that you're one of the first people to get this Merlin model kit to build. And the other one, which I really appreciated, is it says all-terrain. Here, let me see if I can get this on the close-up camera. I don't know if I can. Yeah, there I can. This is all-terrain Scout Transport Empire Strikes Back ATST limited edition with the Merlin logo in the bottom there. Very nice, and it's a quality. It's got some nice heft to it. Now the other thing is it appears as though there are these little. I think these are little rubber feet that go on the base. Don't know. You and I are opening this together for the first time. I kid you not. I have not test opened this. I thought it'd be fun if we do it together. Okay, so let me unstrap it like this-age. And the first thing you see is you've got four sort of cut boxes, right? There's four cut boxes. The first box, I can't. Sorry, I'm gonna have to sit down. I can't do that. The fat head's gonna get in the way. Okay, the first thing so window on the left here, you open, and inside is what? Again, bubble wrapped, and it appears as though, holy cow, it looks like a metal coin. I wouldn't call it the base. It's a metal coin. And I think it's a commemorative coin for this. Very nice. Nice details. It's solid. It's beautifully cut. And then on the other side, you flip it over and it says Fan Art Merlin Models Limited Edition Kit. I mean, very nice in metal. Now, obviously, they had to say that for obvious reasons, right? Clearly, they don't have a license, so it's fan art. Okay, so that is your commemorative coin, I think. So far, very nice, right? Very nice. So that is that. I've set that aside. Actually, I'm going to set it aside for now. We'll put it back in a minute. In the next window over here, thick window, you open it up and you get a bunch of stuff in here, all kinds of stuff. You've got, looks like some parts. These are just, I think, sidewalls or panels. I don't think there's anything there. Then you've got a detail piece. Very nice. Very nice detail piece. Very crisp. And the fact that you can actually see inside here, there is a greeble or a raised piece inside the actual element there, that's impressive. Now, this is 3D printed, but it's very crisp. Very crisp. So that's good. See, what else have we got here? Let me just open this up here. All very well wrapped. I'm assuming I'm going to... Okay, this looks like the feet. Now, my friend Murray, over in the great continent of Australia, said to me, he said, take a look at your Darth Vader TIE Fighter and look at the top of the head, and I'll be darned, these are identical. It's sort of like they've lifted the best of the best, I guess, in terms of where they got their reference information from. But there are the feet, and so big shout out to Murray there for asking me to show you guys the fact that from the kit that we all built, that's an identical piece. Okay, so here are more parts. Here they are. There's another body part here. There it is. Again, beautiful, very crisp. So we'll put that down, and there's one other plate here with more, again, more detail here. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Nice and crisp. So I'm just gonna take a quick second here to put these back, because I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. But that's all that's in this box. That's all that's in there. So I'm gonna put these back in with these pieces, and put this piece back in, and we'll shove the lid back down on there beautifully. I mean, you know, this isn't going to get broken, obviously. They've taken a lot of trouble to make sure it doesn't. Okay, so here are a lot of your armatures for the legs. Now, these parts are, I believe, they might, let me see if they're resin or are they turned metal. I don't know. Let's see here. I'm going to open one up here, and I'll tell you in just a second what these are. I'll know by feeling it. I believe it's turned. It's hard to tell, but I think it is turned. Here, I'll get you close up so you can see for yourself, but I think this is turned aluminum. There, let me put it down, and there you can see it. Pretty good, right? Very nice, and all individually wrapped. And so there's all these elements here. And in here, there is a whole bag of screws for the ankle joints and for the main body. These are all the fasteners that are in here. So nothing else in there. So, and we did now, oh, here's another piece. Show you this up close. Forgive me for not being able to identify where these go just yet, but I just wanted you to see the quality of this build. Again, the grating inside this frame is stunning. It's stunning. Lots of detail. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Now, full disclosure, I went on a couple of rants with these guys. I mean, I got pretty upset because after 2 years, and I didn't understand the process, and they weren't very good communicators at first, I have to say. I got very upset with them. Hey, where's my model? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. So just want to let you know, I did my fair share of ranting and complaining. But now that it's here, all that, you know, all is right in the world, right? Okay, this I could tell is the head of my ATST. And let's take a look at that. Very nice. And it's a bit of heft to it, and I've noticed that there's an underneath plate here. So when I pull this out, it comes out, and I notice that inside there is a rubber, looks like a rubber gasket or a neck, you know, piece. Very nice. And I feel in here might be a very delicate part, and it is. It is, and this is, it appears to be, boy, I don't know. It's really interesting because it feels like it's metal. I want to say that it's metal, but I don't think it is. I don't think it's metal. Let me see if I can put this down and I can't show you that. Let me see if I can show you on the, let me see if I can go to this camera here. There, and show you it that way. It's a frame, and obviously this is one of the frames that go around the top of the head somewhere, but I'm having a difficult time distinguishing whether or not it's metal or plastic, and that is a tribute. That is a testament to the quality of this, I have to say. Okay, I'm going to put that back inside the head, and I'm going to put the head back on here, or the underneath here. I'm going to put this back. There's a pipe that's in the way there, interestingly enough, and I don't know whether that, can't tell what that is just yet, but I'm going to try to preserve a lot of the protection right now because this is not getting built for a while. This is going to be on the channel next year. I won't be building this until next year, primarily because I just don't have the time. But we'll get to it pretty soon in the year. Okay, now I'm going to stand up and I'm going to see I can lift up this top piece, and there's nothing underneath, so I'm gonna slide this away over here just for now, and we'll come back here and we'll see what's in the next layer. So here is what appears to be a base. Holy cow. Okay, let me get this off the table, put this on the floor for a second, and let's look at this. Weighs a ton, very heavy, and I'm assuming this is, of course I'm assuming it's because it is. It's the base. Look at this. It's solid. I think it's coated. I don't know if it's coated wood or resin. My suspicion is that it's a powder coated resin with a white line around it, the perimeter. But it's quite beautiful, and obviously we've got these little foots here, these rubber feet that came with it here, and obviously they'll go on the bottom here. So that's why you have that. But the way this has been lovingly packed, obviously, you know, you do know that you're getting something of value. It feels like that. Okay, let me get this back on my lap here for a second, and I'm opening up another chamber underneath, and I'm looking to see what's inside, and I've got a ton of stuff in this chamber, and we'll do the chambers one at a time here, so that we put them back exactly as we find them, and I suspect there's another layer behind that, but here is a piece. More side pieces. Again, details are extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary, but it's all resin printed. Here's the other piece, like so, and then in here we've got more of the same. In this bag, I'm not going to go opening everything in this bag, but you've got a ton of pieces. We can eyeball some of them, but all the various different armatures,
greeblies and pieces, and then there's a couple of looks like guns that are wrapped up. Beautiful, beautiful detail in that bag. Here's another bag. Again, more parts, more detail parts in the bag. Huge, crazy, crazy huge. Here's one more here. So these are obviously for the legs. Here they are. There's that bag. And one more bag here of parts that look like they're part of the feet. And some of the, but definitely. Now, one of the things that's interesting about it is there are some videos that they're putting out. So far, there's 4 on how to actually build this. Now, I'm assuming, I've not looked at the bottom of the box yet. We'll look together to find out if there are any instructions in here, because if they're not, those videos are all you've got. And I did look at one of them, and they are quite thorough. But it would be nice if there was some printed material. I suspect there is. We'll keep going here and we'll look. Okay, give me a second here just to sort of put these back, because I want to put them back exactly where I found them. Otherwise, typical me, I won't remember how they go. And of course, that will be the end of that. Okay. I think there's this bag like this, and then there was this bag like this, and then these get wrapped in here like this. Very good. Okay. So that belongs. I'm gonna put it back in its well here. I'm gonna put it back in its well. And go like that, and then this sits on top of that like that. Now there's one more well here. I'm going to lift this open. Oh, this has got a ton of stuff in it. Let me get everything out on the table. Feels like there's some metal in here. Let's put this down for a second. Let's take a look and see what's in some of these pouches here. Just again, now I haven't looked to see if there's an inventory. Oh, these are metal parts. Look at this. All machined. Beautiful. Very impressive. And threaded slots for screws. Now, I can tell you, going right out of the gate, that I'm pretty sure that we're going to have to be really careful. You know, get yourself a little bit of that 3-in-1 oil. Carefully put these screws in so they don't strip. Make sure you've got everything where it needs to go. Yada, 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 right? Because if you've ever done part works, I don't know, for some reason I end up with things in the wrong places. But anyway, beautifully turned aluminum. Beautiful turned pieces. Very nice. These are obviously the legs. And so the rest of this is obviously the armature for the legs. So I'm not going to break everything completely down because I don't want to pull it out. But all of this, I can feel it. It's all metal. It's all metal, so these are obviously the legs. Let's just take one more piece here, just at random, this small part, just to confirm what I already know. But yes, these are all the leg parts. And again, you know, beautifully tapped and beautifully milled. So this is obviously the leg structure, the internal leg structure, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that you can actually, it's posable. That is pretty amazing. Okay, so let me get these back in there well here, and then we'll lift this up and we'll see what's in. I suspect the last the last chamber hopefully will be some other material, some instructions and some other stuff. I'm assuming that's what will be in here. But again, you know, beautifully done. Beautifully done. Very impressed with the way this has been delivered to us. So I can say quite comfortably that you know, the packaging on these things is extraordinary. It's absolutely extraordinary. What I do have to be careful of here is that I get this packed as nicely as it came to me, so that I don't run the risk of losing anything, because I'm pretty sure that I'm not getting anything replaced. That much that much I'm pretty confident of. Okay, let me lift this up and see if there's anything under here. Please tell me there is, because I'll be really disappointed if there isn't. There isn't. How about that? Nothing else. Isn't that interesting? Nothing else. So, okay. That's very curious. So that's why they quickly put out the videos. They didn't give us any paperwork. No, no instructions were printed and left with this. Now they may be in future ones, but I don't have any. Okay, I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to panic. Let me put this back on the table. And let me bring in this piece just to make triple sure. No, there's nothing else. Okay, so I'm going to slide this back in. Let me get this here. Slide this back in. Oh, hang on here. No, there's nothing there. Make triple sure there's nothing under there that I'm missing. Nope, nothing at all. So, those videos are all you get. So everything that is attached to these is here. It's all here. Hopefully, he says. There you go. That is what I have. That is what I have in the boxes. Let me get this strap here. This strap here. Okay. Well, I'm a little befuddled at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly see if there's an inventory list somewhere that I can refer to know that I've got everything. I assume I do. But you are seeing this with me for the first time, so you know, that's the big question mark. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to quickly look and see what I can discover in terms of inventory, and what we'll do is we'll put that at the end of this. We'll come back in just a second. We'll come back in just a second here, and I will give you my final thoughts and an explanation of where the instructions are. Okay. So there are no printed instructions, and there are some videos that have been sent to me. There was a just sort of an introductory video that showed you the parts, and then there were 3 subsequent videos showing you how to put together the armature, which is a camera ready armature for stop motion. So it actually is, and it's beautifully engineered. So you get instructions on how to put that together, and you also get a list of things you'll need. Some O-ring pliers. You'll need some. You'll need some. A couple of glues. They want you to use CA glue and also the Gorilla Clear Grip, which is actually a pretty good glue. And then, of course, they want you to use some Loctite, just not permanent, but the temporary Loctite for some of the engineered parts. But I've just gone through all of the videos, and you know, it's a little catch can. I think this was rushed into production just to make sure we had some assembly glide. But the truth of the matter is with all of these builds, the assumption is that if you're paying this kind of money and you're going to the trouble to getting something like this, that you have a reasonable amount of experience with some relatively complicated models. So, you know, it sort of is what it is. For me, I did appreciate the inventory list. That's going to help tremendously. It's going to allow me to sort of look at everything, make sure everything is there. I've done a cursory look. I went deeper into the bags, and it does appear as though that everything is there. The machine parts that I was showing you, they're actually molded, and some are machined. It's CNC. Is what they refer to them to. A lot of you will know what that is. I had to look it up, but that's what it is, and it is in one. According to Merlin, it's a 1/24th scale studio replica. That's what it's promoted as. So there you are. Just a quick, brief, cursory unboxing. And, you know, hey, drop me a line if you have any additional questions. I'm sure I've got a lot of questions as well. I'm spruverse@gmail.com. So, you know, feel free to reach out and let me know. And as I do this build too, I'll be doing my In the Weeds posting on Instagram as I do. But I suspect we will dive into this sometime in January, February, around there. We probably won't get to it until next year. But hey, as always, thanks for checking me out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, I wish all of you, please be safe, be well, build something, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Be well.